What's up guys, my name is Havoc and welcome to a long-awaited tutorial video. I get asked this question so many times, multiple times a day, of how to get your channel out there, how to gain subscribers, and how I got to where I am today. Now obviously I'm not the biggest YouTuber, but today I'm going to be showing you guys tips that I use on how to grow your channel the quickest, the fastest, and the easiest way. Tips that I used to get to 7,000 subscribers. Now I did do a tutorial on this about 6 months ago, and you know I had pretty good tips back then, and that was actually back when I had 2,500 subscribers. So I've gained what, like 4,500 subscribers in the past 6 months, and I've gained more knowledge, and I'm going to be showing you guys, giving you guys more tips than I did in my previous tutorial. Now if you guys do want to go check out that previous tutorial, link will be in the description. And also guys, if we could try to hit 100 likes on this video, that'd be awesome. And yeah, if you guys could share this out with anybody, you know, any of your friends that you know are struggling on gaining subscribers on YouTube, share this. I just want to help anybody and everybody out with my tips. Now, obviously, like I said, I'm not the biggest YouTuber, but I've been on YouTube for 12 months, and I do have just under 7,000 subscribers, which is, you know, it's pretty good. I feel like it's a good accomplishment. I also get roughly, I would say, 3,500 views a day. So I do know how to get on the search bar. I realize a lot of these tips and tricks videos, they don't really show you how to get on the search bar. So I will be giving you guys tips on how to, you know, tag your video and, you know, what to use on your titles. I will give that at the end of the video. So if you guys want to know about how to get, you know, more views on your videos, be sure to, you know, stay throughout the video. Alright, so the first tip that I have for you guys is to stay motivated while you're making videos on YouTube. There will be months when your channel just does not gain any subscribers. There will be months when your channel is doing great, and then the next month it just dips down and you just aren't gaining any subscribers. It's happened to me, it happens to other YouTubers. I feel like it happens to everybody. And, you know, especially when you're starting YouTube out, when you have, you know, more bad months than good months, it is very demotivating, which is why you just have to have in that mindset, just, you know, keep uploading. It'll get better. It's not just gonna dip down and never come back up. YouTube is just, I refer to it like a roller coaster. You know, it gets up and down. You'll have bad months, you'll have good months. And I have a statistic, guys. There are 3 million YouTubers with 50 plus subscribers, and I am currently ranked like 100,000. You know, there are 100,000 YouTubers that have more subscribers than me, and I'm at 7,000 subscribers. That shows you what a small percentage of YouTubers, you know, that actually stick with it. If you stay motivated and you stick with it, you will, you know, there aren't too many people that do, which is why, you know, this is the most important tip that I have for you guys. As long as you can stay motivated, you can get through anything. You know, you will get big if you stay motivated. Alright, so the second tip that I have for you guys is have a consistent uploading schedule. I also want to stress quality over quantity. And the reason why I say this is, let's say for instance somebody watches one of your videos, and let's say it has really good quality. There's a pretty good chance that that person's gonna watch some more of your videos, and if they do enjoy your content and they watch, you know, a couple videos, they might subscribe. But let's say the first video that they watch is horrible content, chances are they're not gonna watch a single one of your videos after that, and they won't subscribe. So if you think of it like that, and let's say, you know, one person watches one of your videos, try to make every single one of your videos high quality so that it'll entice somebody to subscribe. As far as an uploading schedule, I highly recommend trying to upload every other day. Now, for me personally, I would not recommend uploading every single day because I've seen some YouTubers do it and their quality goes down. If you try to make more videos, your quality will suffer. That's just a fact. So yeah, I would definitely strongly suggest trying to upload every other day. If you upload less than every other day, it's hard to keep those active subscribers, you know, it's hard to keep them watching your videos. If you don't upload every other day, try to at least have a consistent uploading schedule. If you upload a certain day of the week, certain days of the week, people will keep watching your videos and coming back to see your content on that certain day. So the next tip that I have for you guys is super important, and that is be yourself. Don't try to be like another YouTuber. Now, having said that, it is extremely hard to find something to do that hasn't been done before on YouTube. There are millions of videos out there on YouTube, and chances are everything has already been done before. Now, I'm definitely not telling you guys to copy another YouTuber. That is definitely never anything that you want to do. But what I'm telling you guys is try to take somebody else's idea and warp it into your own. You know, take some elements of that idea and change them to your own idea to make it unique. But I see so many YouTubers try to make their videos exactly the same as a bigger YouTuber, thinking that that'll get them famous, when in fact it won't. Because chances are, the people that do see your videos have already seen that bigger YouTuber's videos, and they will definitely recognize that you're copying that bigger YouTuber. And if it was you know, a choice between that bigger YouTuber watching you, chances are those people are going to watch the bigger YouTuber. So I want to briefly touch on the subject of equipment. Now, I feel like most people know that if you want to have high quality videos, you're going to have decent equipment. And, you know, obviously you're going to have high quality videos to gain subscribers. So obviously if you want to gain subscribers, you have to have proper equipment. So I'm going to be talking about, I think, 3 things. I can go into more depth in another video if you guys want. So let me know down in the comments if you want another video on, you know, equipment that you need to start YouTube. So I would definitely suggest Elgato Game Capture. Best HD game capture there is. You know, I feel like this one is the best. This is what I use, and it costs, I'm pretty sure it costs around $140. It might be less now, because I got it for like $160, and that was 2 years ago, so it might be less now. And I also want to stress, get a high quality microphone, because if your voice is all muffled and everything, people probably won't subscribe. You know, I used a Turtle Beach headset when I started YouTube. I still gained subscribers, but I'm gaining more subscribers because my quality is obviously a lot higher than what it was when I began. I would also highly recommend trying to get Photoshop so that you can make your thumbnails, and Sony Vegas so you can edit your videos to the maximum quality. Most YouTubers actually use both of these programs, and I see a ton of big YouTubers use these programs. So those are the 2 best programs that you would want to get. So let's say somebody stumbles upon your video in the search bar, and the first thing that they're going to see is your thumbnail. And if you don't have a high quality thumbnail, chances are they won't click on the video. Now, if you do have a high quality video, that will make them think, okay, if they spend time on their thumbnail, they will spend time on their videos. So that will entice them to click on your video and watch it. So what I'm telling you guys is have better logos, banners, and thumbnails. If you don't have good logos, banners, thumbnails, people will not give you a chance. Now, I will admit, when I started YouTube, it was very hard for me to use Photoshop. I had no experience with it, so my logo, banner, and thumbnails, they were just complete crap. Which is why I'm saying, if you have no experience and you want to try to find somebody, just type in a comment in the section, and I'm sure somebody will respond and they will make a logo, banner, or thumbnail. Just try to find somebody that will do it for you for free, and you know, that'll be awesome. That's what I did, and eventually you will, with practice, get better at Photoshop, and you can do those things by yourself. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is it's very important. When you want to get started on YouTube, it's hard to get those first, I would say, 200 subscribers, 500 subscribers, somewhere around there. It starts picking up after that, but with those first 500 subscribers, it is so difficult to get up there. And what I would definitely recommend is collabing with other YouTubers. Collaborating with other YouTubers it's essential to get yourself on the map. And I would definitely strongly suggest doing that throughout your YouTube career. It'll keep you motivated to have those friendships and those relationships with other YouTubers. Another thing that I want to highly recommend is trying to make series on your channel. Now, the way that I see series is they are a lot like a TV show. And if somebody's a fan of a TV show, they will watch every single episode of that TV show. And if somebody likes your series, you know, if you make a very high quality first episode, that'll hook a lot of people into watching future episodes of that certain series. And it'll really gain more of an active fan base for you, and in return that'll make it easier to get on the search bar, because more views means higher on the search bar. Another thing about these series is that you can interact with subscribers. Let's say you do a custom class live series on Call of Duty, and let's say you give your subscribers a chance to write in the comment section of what class you want them to use. You know, I do this series on my channel, and I get a ton of interaction with subscribers. Alright, so the last thing that I want to talk about is probably one of the most important things that you can get out of this video, and that is how to get on the search bar. Now, I see a ton of these tips and tricks videos that kind of briefly touch on this subject, but don't really give people proper answers of how to get on the search bar, and it annoys me. Because if you're gonna tell somebody how to get subscribers, this is probably one of the most important things of how to get there on the map, I guess. So I got to tell you guys, when I started YouTube, I did not know how to get search views. I did not know how to get on the search bar, and I did not know how to get people to my channel. It was very difficult, and over the years, you know, I've been on YouTube for 2 or 3 years. I have gained a lot of knowledge, and I can safely say that most of my views are search views now. So to get on the search bar, you kind of have to ask yourself 2 questions. Number 1, what gets searched on YouTube a lot? And the second question is, you have to ask yourself, what do YouTubers not do? You know, what is something that, you know, not a lot of YouTubers do? As an example, a lot of YouTubers will use tags and titles of Call of Duty, Black Ops 3. And so if you do the same thing, you're not going to get any search views. Now, if you switch it up and you try to make it Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, a certain weapon on a certain map, you will get a lot more views. You will get a lot more search views. So I'm not going to lead you guys to believe that you're going to master this instantly. Some people might, but you know, it may take some people a couple weeks or a couple months or maybe even a year to master this method, to really get on the search bar, you know, way up there on the search bar. It took me quite a few years to master this method. Now, obviously, I didn't get this huge tip that I just gave you guys, but I just want to tell you guys, it's going to take practice to get on the search bar. Don't expect to get on there instantly, but you will get on there after, you know, practice. If you practice a lot on tags and titles and you see what works and what doesn't, you know, you will benefit and you will get up there. Alright, so that wraps up the tutorial. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to drop a like on the video. Let's try to hit 100 likes like I said in the beginning of the video. And also, if you guys have any other tutorials that you would like me to do, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will hopefully see you guys in future uploads. Have a good out. Peace.